Do you monitor and track your online reviews to ensure that you have the best reputation possible? Well, if so, I have some news for you today that you may or may not be happy about. All right, Earthlings, this is Ralph Carrasco, founder of Carrasco Consulting, a Yelp advertising partner. See, I've been studying Yelp since 2010. After I got out of the US Navy after serving for 11 years, to admirals and captains of warship, to opening a franchise in the local area and taking it to #1. And now I bring my Yelp insights for business owners, so then that way you can grow and expand your service base with success. So let's get into it. If you're one of those businesses that monitors and tracks your online reviews, especially on the Yelp platform, like I said, I got some news for you today that I discovered. And within the last 3 weeks, there's been a modification to the Yelp platform that no longer allows you to see the breakdown of reviews that you've gotten. So in the past, there used to be a button next to your review score count that used to say details. And from the details portion, it would be a breakdown of past years, like 18, 19, 20, and even into 21, where it would then show you the months of the year, and then it would show you an up and down graph highlighting what reviews you got, when you got them, as well as what 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star was making up your overall average. We were utilizing this for our clients and offering it as a service, so then that way they could understand what was necessary to maintain as well as achieve a 5-star reputation. Because let's face it, we all know that reviews drive revenue. And when you're not a 5-star rated business, well, you better be working hard to ensure that you get people describing their experience speaking about you. And so there's many different ways to do this. One of which, in a major way, is getting people to check in. And I actually have a video on that, how to get reviews on Yelp in 2020. We're going to be providing an updated one here shortly on that, so stay tuned. So getting back to the situation we're dealing with now. As a result, Yelp, I believe, is, and again, these are all of my own thoughts, my own opinions. This is not from Yelp. Granted, I have a special agency access with them, so I'm able to ask more questions, I'm able to get more insights, and I'm able to really work with strong people who have a strong background at Yelp. My direct Yelp representative, Jessica Carlin, has been helping me for the last 2 or 3 years now, and we recently got a new operations person. And I mention this to you because we work with a highly specialized team. We don't just get round robined. We actually have a group of people that if there is a problem, situation, concern, a win, a congratulatory something, we have a team that we work with that helps our businesses in a major way, so then that way they can be successful. As I mention this to you, I strongly believe that Yelp is getting away from the negative aspects associated with reviews and getting back to the core of what Yelp truly is. And that is the fact that Yelp is a decision-making tool. Consumers use the app to make the best decision possible about where and how they want to use their household income, their business revenue, their overall time, essentially, because nobody wants to spend time at a situation or at a place that has a 3-star or a 4-star reputation. Because let's face it, even if you're going out to get some tacos, you still want that taco experience to be a 5-star taco experience. You want to be able to tell people about it. More and more people are using the platform to describe their experience. More and more people are becoming internet focused and or directory focused to solve their problems, especially with COVID-19 being such a situation and a factor now, even into April 2021. So, as with all things, whenever we've talked about reviews, I want you to understand that this shift and this change and this reasoning behind it Well, we have no control over it because it's not our platform, it's not our app, and we are at the mercy of the engineers who design it. So I need you to get over that instantly. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not coming back. I asked. I asked. And then I said, brick wall. Either which way, like I said, the engineers at Yelp, they're running an amazing company. They're ensuring that they connect people with great local businesses. So that's the focus that I'm really asking you to shift into as we go into 2021. And that's the major part of all of this. Is anything related to your online reputation or anything related to your online persona or the images that you're displaying, it all comes down to being a factor for human choice. Human choice is the major component on whether or not someone is going to reach out to you. Human choice is whether or not your listing looks nice, that you have key factors in place like verified license or business highlights like some of your counterparts are already utilizing that are running ads and maybe you're not. And that might be something you need to look into. And for the price point, it's minimal to be a part of the conversation. Because when somebody's looking for a service provider on Yelp or an establishment to go to, or a place of amusement, relaxation, or even just a beach or a park to go and hang out at, they're looking at reviews to ensure that they have the best experience possible to read about what other people are doing. Yelp is really working to ensure that you get away from the review component and then you start looking at what are the other attributes that are available that you can utilize on the platform to describe your business. And this is why it's so important to update your hours of operation, your COVID-19 message, to ensure that your photos look beautiful, that you've filled out all the foundational questions such as, what payments do you take? What attributes do you have? Do you have a wheelchair access elevator close by? Is there a bathroom for people to use? Do you have Wi-Fi? Like all of that stuff is available and people are actually looking at that to make sure that they have the best information possible to make the best decision possible. And then it really is now coming down to how are you responding to your reviews? That's the biggest thing. Because right now I'm going to tell you, the review response is not for the person that wrote the review. It's for the thousands of people that are considering your services. We actually have a review responder program that we have developed, so then that way you can tackle each and every review with a solid and strong concentrated effort. Because like I said, it all comes down to how you respond, and that's what people are looking for. So if you'd like to get an audit on your current Yelp campaign, if you'd like to see how you can restructure your Yelp profile, well, there's a link down below where you can set up a time to speak with me. And from that point, you can set up a calendar time that's convenient for you, and we can go over your Yelp profile to see what improvements can be made. With everything, my goal is to serve, and my goal is to be of service, just like I was when I defended the country when I was working with the US Navy. And I really want to help you grow and expand your business. And as always, sorry civilians, but veterans get head of the line privileges. This is Ralph Carrasco with Carrasco Consulting. Keep it funky.